Hey everyone, it's the Oscars coming on up, March 27th, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. So, well, it's coming up, so I thought I'd give my predictions and whatnot, and what I think will win, and what should win. And I've been following the guilds and the trends, what movies are kind of surging around this time, so let's see how well I do. There's a few fastballs in here I wanted to pull, but yeah, well, let's see how well I do, how badly I do. I don't know. We're gonna start with a category I don't know much about. Best live action short. I'm I'm gonna say the nominees in descending order from most likely to least likely, in my opinion, to win. So the nominees are The Long Goodbye, The Dress, A la Kukchu, Take and Run, Please Hold, and On My Mind. So I think this is probably The Long Goodbye because it has Riz Ahmed in it, and usually the Academy likes to award films in this category with a recognizable actor and everything. So maybe that one. I've heard some talk about The Dress, so could go to that one. I don't know, but I'm just gonna lock in the the long goodbye, not the good goodbye. Sorry. Best documentary short. Another category I have not seen any of the films in here. So, The Queen of Basketball, Lead Me Home, Three Songs for Benazir, Audible, and When We Were Bullies. So, I'm thinking The Queen of Basketball. It has the most talk around it. Uh, it could be Lead Me Home or Three Songs for Benazir. I don't know. But okay, best animated short. I'm more confident in this category. Robin Robin, The Windshield Wiper, Bestia, Box Ballet, and Affairs of the Art. So this is going to Robin Robin for sure. I think could be The Windshield Wiper. Who knows? But Robin Robin seems to be getting the most attention. I don't know. I'm more confident in the animated short category than I am the other short categories. Anyways, let's move on to categories where I've actually seen a bunch of these movies. Best international film. I've been able to see four of these. I haven't seen the last one, I'm going to say. So the nominees are Drive My Car, The Worst Person in the World, Flee, The Hand of God, and Lunana, A Yak in the Classroom. That was kind of a surprise nomination there. But yeah, it's obviously going to be Drive My Car, one of the biggest locks of the night. I mean, it's nominated for Best Picture, Director, Screenplay. It's cool that The Worst Person in the World was nominated for Screenplay. So it gives it a little boost, but I mean, it's not enough to do anything. I mean, Drive My Car is nominated for Best Picture, so come on. It's not going to be anything else. So, yeah, a lot of good movies here. Worst Person in the World would be cool if that wins something, but it's not. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I guess Drive My Car is probably my favorite out of this category. It's a close one though. Anyways, best documentary feature. The nominees are Summer of Soul, Flee, Attica, Ascension, and Writing with Fire. This is either going to be Summer of Soul or Flee. I'm leaning towards Summer of Soul. Pretty great film. Really impressive editing feat. And yeah, I think they're going to give it to Summer of Soul. It could go to Flea. Flea is probably my favorite in this category. I'm a fan of that one, but that could be an upset there. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Summer of Soul. Anyways, best animated feature. The nominees are Encanto, Flea, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Luca, and Raya in the Last Dragon. Uh, it's probably going to be Encanto. I mean, if Flea wins any of its nominations, it's going to be Best Documentary. It's not going to upset Encanto at this point. Encanto is a very popular movie. I would love to see Flea win though, or Mitchell's, but it's going to be Encanto. Best Visual Effects. The nominees are Dune, Spider-Man: No Way Home, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and Free Guy. So, yeah, this is easy. It's Dune. There's no one. It's not gonna be anything else. It's not gonna be Spider-Man, guys. It's Dune. I don't even have to elaborate on that. Best sound. Um, I don't even have to say the nominees, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Dune, No Time to Die, West Side Story, The Power of a Dog, and Belfast. It's Dune. Let's move on. Best song. No Time to Die from No Time to Die. Uh, Dos Guatos, I think. I'm probably mispronouncing that, from Encanto. Be Alive from King Richard. Belfast, Down to Joy from Belfast. And Somehow You Do from Four Good Days. So this is between the No Time to Die song and the Encanto song. Um, I'm going with No Time to Die here as the winner. It's Encanto. The Encanto song might be my favorite, but No Time to Die has been doing really well at the guilds, and I feel like the Encanto song. They should have gone with the Bruno song, and then maybe they would have had a better chance of winning. Probably. I don't know. It's kind of weird how this turned out, but whatever. It could still go to Encanto, but I'm leaning towards No Time to Die here. Best score. The nominees are Dune, The Power of the Dog, Encanto, Don't Look Up, and Parallel Mothers. So I think Hans Zimmer is going to get his second Oscar for Dune here. It could go to Power of the Dog though, because Power of a Dog needs more than one. It's not just going to win director, right? I don't know. It could, but Johnny Greenwood, he's had a stellar year. He also did Spencer. I think he also did the composition for Licorice Pizza also. So it could go to Power of a Dog. I don't see it going to anything Encanto or Don't Look Up, but it's probably Dune. Best production design. The nominees are Dune, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and The Power of the Dog. It's either Dune or Nightmare Alley. I'm leaning towards Dune. Uh, Nightmare Alley didn't pick up the things it needed to. Yeah, it's gonna be Dune. Uh, Nightmare Alley's not really hasn't really been getting in its way as much as we might have been expecting. So I don't know. It's Dune. Dune's the best. I don't know. West Side Story is probably my favorite production. Oh, for score, I forgot to mention my favorite score, probably Power of the Dog out of these nominations, or Dune. I don't know. Close one for me. Anyways, best makeup and hairstyling. The nominees are The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Dune, Cruella, Coming to America, and House of Gucci. Uh, this is gonna go to Eyes of Tammy Faye, I think. It's usually with these makeup awards, it's paired up with the best actor or actress winner, like with Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, and I think that's going to be the case here with Jessica Chastain winning Best Actress. Spoilers for that when we get to that, but yeah, I'm thinking it's Tammy Faye. I don't even know what number the second, like what would be second place. Dune maybe, Cruella. I have no idea, but yeah. Anyways, moving on to Best Film Editing. The nominees are Dune, The Power of the Dog, King Richard, Don't Look Up, and Tick Tick Boom. Uh, I don't know. I guess Don't Look Up has the most editing. That's why it's here. But yeah, it's gonna go to Dune most likely, or Power of the Dog, or King Richard. But yeah, it's most likely gonna be Dune. It's usually the winner of the best sound category wins best editing, as we've seen with Bohemian Rhapsody, or I don't know. Yeah, that's one recent example of that. Um, yeah, it's probably gonna be Dune. Best costume design. There is Cruella, Dune, West Side Story, Serrano, and Nightmare Alley. This is gonna be Cruella. It has the most costumes. There's a lot of them. It's the type the Academy usually goes for, I think. Um, yeah, West Side Story probably should win, but it's probably going to be Cruella. Best cinematography. Um, the nominees are Dune, The Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, Macbeth, West Side Story, and Nightmare Alley. It's probably going to be Dune. It's another one where Power of a Dog could sneak in and win, but I don't know. I guess even with, I don't know, the Batman's release, which has the same cinematographer as Dune, it might even boost Dune's support in a way. So it's kind of relevant at the moment. So I'm sticking with Dune, but don't be surprised if the Power of a Dog somehow uh, beats it. Dune's probably my favorite cinematography. I don't know. All of these are really good. Okay, best original screenplay. A weaker category this year, in my opinion. But regardless, the nominees are Licorice Pizza, Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard, The Worst Person in the World. Um, I'm going with Licorice Pizza right now, but it's probably going to be Belfast. But I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I don't like Belfast very much. I much prefer the screenplay in Licorice Pizza, and it's it's Paul Thomas Anderson's time. He hasn't won yet. Um, it's not one of his strongest screenplays, I would say, but I don't know. Give it to him. Or okay, the best screenplay is The Worst Person in the World, I think, but there's no way that's gonna win. I mean, it would be cool though. Okay, best adapted screenplay. The nominees are Coda, The Power of the Dog, The Lost Daughter, Drive My Car, Dune. This is a very, very, very challenging category. I'm going with my gut. I'm saying Coda. I don't think they're going to give two Oscar wins to Jane Campion. I could be wrong. It could also be The Lost Daughter. Uh, that was very well written. Drive My Car is very, very well. That's probably my favorite screenplay out of these nominees. Dune's got good writing. Um, but with the Coda surge that's been going on around the time it won the big award at the Producers Guild and everything else, honestly, I think it's gonna maybe even pick up every single um, thing it's nominated for. So I'm going with my gut, and that is Coda. It could go to anything, really, honestly. Okay, now we're gonna start with the acting categories, starting with Best Supporting Actor. The nominees are Troy Kotsur for Coda, Cody Smith McPhee for The Power of the Dog, Jesse Plemons for The Power of the Dog, Kieran Hines for Belfast, and J.K. Simmons for Being the Ricardos. So I remember at the beginning of this race, we were thinking Cody Smith McPhee, oh, he's a lock, he's the front runner. The tides have turned. It's 100% going to be Troy Kotsur for Coda this year. He's incredible. He would be my vote. He would get my vote probably. Yeah, nothing's stopping him. His chances are only going up. So, uh, I would not argue against. I would not vote against Troy Kotsur this season. Best Supporting Actress, another lock. Uh, the nominees are Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, Kirsten Dunst, The Power of the Dog, Anjanou Ellis, King Richard, Jessie Buckley, The Lost Daughter, and Judi Dench for Belfast. Um, Ariana DeBose has won basically every award, so yeah, I would not vote against her. My favorite performance probably was Kirsten Dunst for Power of the Dog, but I mean I can't be upset if Ariana DeBose wins. She's also incredible, and yeah, she's going to win without a doubt. Really, most of these acting categories this year are really easy. At least I'm saying that before something goes terribly wrong. We'll see. Best Actor: Will Smith, King Richard; Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog; Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom; Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth; and Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos. Will Smith has won everything. It's going to be Will Smith from King Richard. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch didn't even win the BAFTA, so it's not going to be like a Anthony Hopkins, Chadwick Boseman situation where Hopkins wins the BAFTA and ends up winning the Oscar. I mean, Cumberbatch hasn't won anything that's significant, so it's going to be Will Smith. It's not going to be anyone else, you guys. Andrew Garfield honestly might be my favorite performance out of everyone. But I mean, all of these guys are pretty good. I haven't seen Being Ricardo's yet though. Uh, Best Actress. The nominees are Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Kristen Stewart, Spencer, Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, and Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos. Okay, this category used to be extremely difficult. Now it's only mildly challenging where there could be an upset, but there's like a front runner now that I think is fairly clear. I'm thinking Jessica Chastain's gonna win. Um, but as for I don't know, Kristen Stewart. I hope she wins. She's my favorite performance out of these. Oh, okay, she's my favorite performance of the year for sure. But she didn't even get a SAG nomination. But I don't know. Uh, it could, if it's not Jessica Chastain, I don't know who it would be. It could be Penelope Cruz. Surprise if like the votes start splitting. Because yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Nicole Kidman. But I'm going with Chastain for now. Okay, we're almost done. Best Director. The nominees are Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog, Steven Spielberg, West Side Story, and Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car, Kenneth Branagh, Belfast, and Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza. Okay, this is going to be a easy one. It's Jane Campion for Power of a Dog. Uh, yeah, incredible direction. I would personally pick Spielberg. And I mean, if someone's gonna upset Campion, I think it's gonna be Spielberg and not Branagh, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's gonna be Jane Campion. So yeah. All right. Final category, the one you've all been waiting for: Best Picture. This time I'm going to read. You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna read the nominees from least likely to most likely, just to build the suspense a little bit, even if I may have spoiled who I think is going to win earlier. Let's start. Nightmare Alley. No chance. I'm sorry. It's lucky to be here. Don't Look Up. I think it's way too divisive to win, and I don't think it's really anyone's favorite. It might be a few people, but uh, I'm not a fan of the movie. Nightmare Alley is actually growing on me though. So, Licorice Pizza, it's cool. Like, it got a director nomination, but I don't think there's enough support for it to win. King Richard, uh, it's got that editing nomination that really boosts it up for me. Uh, Belfast, I'm not feeling it. It honestly might not even win anything. Okay, it's got a good chance at screenplay, but can it win anything else? I would say no. I don't think it's Best Picture, honestly. I'm not convinced. West Side Story, it's been snubbed in some pretty significant categories, so I don't think it's necessarily going to win. But yeah, I don't know. All right, my number three pick, Dune. Uh, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be this. It's not going to be Dune. It's probably my favorite of the nominees, honestly. That or Drive My Car. Um, it's going to get a lot of technical awards, but I think we have to wait and see for this Dune Part Two. I think the second part, when we see the whole picture, I guess that's going to be a film where it has a better chance at Best Picture, assuming it's good. Anyways, and it didn't get Best Director for some reason. That's a crime. Um, all right, now it's I think Best Picture is between these two films, The Power of a Dog and Coda. Now, against all stats and logic, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna predict Coda for Best Picture. I mean, it makes no sense conceptually. Like, it only has three nominations. It's not nominated for editing or director, and a film that has not been nominated for editing or director, like both at the same time, it hasn't happened since Grand Hotel, I believe, which was like the early 30s. and I don't. Yeah. So, but I mean, Coda's not that kind of movie. Like, even if you really, really like Coda, I mean, you're probably not gonna vote it for, I don't know, editing or cinematography, that kind of stuff. Um, but then again, I don't know. The nomination process that was before Coda really hit it big all of a sudden. Like it's been winning everything in like the recent award shows. The conversation has never been higher. So yeah, it's like a last minute surge that will like overtake Power of a Dog probably. Uh, I've always, in the same vein as Parasite, for example, or Green Book. I got those Best Picture winners wrong because I went with the conventional winner that has been, the front runner for a majority of the season, I guess you can say. And I've got those wrong. This time, I'm not going to get it wrong. It's not going to be a predictable one like Nomadland, but yeah, I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm saying Coda will win Best Picture. It could be the Power of a Dog, though. We will find out. Anyways, would you predict anything differently? Probably. Uh, Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, everyone. See ya.